All right, we're back. Week two. Week two of the podcast. First one went really well. So this week we're talking about the most recent Champions League matches from this past week. So to start things off, we're gonna talk about. Oh, actually, here I'll say welcome to you guys again. Andrew, Mark, and Pratt are back again for week two. What's up, guys?
Good to be back.
How's it going?
Welcome back. So we'll talk about Tuesday's matches first. Juve, Atletico. So Atletico won the first leg 2-0 in Madrid.
We all
leaving
thought
Juve-
they were going to keep that lead, man.
Yeah, we all actually bet against
100%.
Ronaldo. I don't know why we did that though.
You
Yikes.
can't bet against Ronaldo. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, we should have
Never
done that. He hurt us. But yeah, so Juve ends up winning 3-0. Ronaldo scores a hat trick, of course. Who else? Who else would do it? He's first player to score 2 hat tricks against the same opponent in the Champions League now, and he's now tied with Messi for the most hat tricks in the Champions League with 8. So yeah, he's in the quarterfinals now for his 9th straight season. What do you guys think? This is basically what Juve brought him in to do. This is what they brought him in to do. Like they have the league is a joke basically to them. They'll always win it.
They brought it. Well, the Champions League is Ronaldo's game. Like,
Yeah.
Come knockout stages, Ronaldo turns up, and like the money's like it's nothing. It's nothing to them.
Yeah.
100 million euros is like we have Ronaldo now. He's going to
Exactly.
carry us to the knockout stages. That's what he does.
It's true. Yeah.
His celebration though towards
Oh man.
Simeone,
Simeone?
man.
Wow.
Oh,
Pretty aggressive.
It was
Do you get fined for
very
that?
aggressive. I don't know. Like I don't think Simeone got fined. He said he like tried to defend himself
He
and
did.
say that. Did he?
I
'Cause I
think
thought
he
he.
actually got fined by UEFA.
Wow. Like, what did he get
But
fined?
Talking about Simeone, I really thought Atletico's game was very weak. Very, very
That was
weak.
terrible.
Oh, they
It
looked
was-
awful.
I mean, I know it was Ronaldo, and like sometimes you're just helpless against Ronaldo, but you look at their defense, and that's something I really bet on last
Yeah.
time. And I was really sure they would hold on to the lead, but they were all over the place.
they were just flat. They had no spark in their movements. They didn't create anything exciting. Griezmann was just off. Like,
Like they couldn't string more than 2 passes together. Too.
Yeah, like they didn't have anything going forward. Like I don't know if they
I mean,
did
forget
they have a
about, like,
chance.
attacking.
They didn't have a single shot on goal.
Yeah.
They didn't have a single shot on goal. Yikes.
I see.
But
I mean, they could have just held on to the defense. You know,
And
like
that's-
when you play against
yeah.
Ronaldo, the first thing you need to keep in mind is he's probably the best player when it comes to air balls and in the box. So that's something you need to stop him from doing. Stop the crosses.
just put 2 players on him. Like, just keep him locked down. That's the. But
yeah, like I
Didn't do
just
the job.
expected Atletico to kind of park the bus, and I thought they'd be fine with that. Like
Yeah.
we talked about it last week, how they're like one of the best, if not the best, defensive teams left in the Champions League, and then they just collapsed. But yeah, both goals from Ronaldo, from open play, like both headers. Or was the second one off a corner? I'm trying to remember. But anyways, both of them, like he's just so good in the air. Like you just can't stop him.
Ronaldo finds a way. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
It's the little things that he does. Like that first header, he just
there's-
got that little edge over the defender, and right, like it's the little things that he does that he can exploit the weaknesses in players.
Yeah, both goals were from open play. I just it just came up in the highlights again. Oblak almost.
The other
saved it.
player for Juventus who I thought stood out was Bernardeschi, playing
Oh.
instead of Dybala.
He had a great game. Yeah.
He had a fucking great game.
Yeah.
I think he assisted the first goal and then went down for the penalty.
Yeah, he got that little push in the back. Might have been. He might have. I don't know.
Soft, but
Might have been a
that's
bit
how the game
soft,
works.
but yeah, it's definitely a silly thing for Who was it? Jimenez?
That wouldn't have stopped
think.
Ronaldo from scoring another goal. He was just incredible.
Yeah.
Big game player.
Did you
Yeah,
see the
exactly.
messages between him and Patrice Evra?
I did see that, yeah. He sends a
Only
selfie.
Ronaldo sends his selfie over WhatsApp. We
Just
are going
randomly.
to crush it.
We
Score
will
lots
win.
of goals.
He literally let the people
Such a
know
Ronaldo
what was
thing to
going
do.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's just the confidence he has, though. Like, he's just a big game player. Yeah, he said it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Where's? Oh, no, never mind.
Oh, here there's the push being played right now. I just have the highlights kind of going while we were talking about it, guys. But yeah, silly foul to give
That is
up in the
such a
box.
stupid foul to give away.
Like,
And
even
you
if it
know
was a
Rock didn't go
soft.
down.
Ball though, you know Ronaldo's gonna take that one.
Oh, of course.
He's known to do that.
Great penalty too. Like, Oblak had no chance at all. Just pure power right in the bottom corner.
Was that left leg?
I think it was.
Did he use his weak
No,
foot?
no, it's
Yeah.
mirrored just because
Oh,
I
it's
have it on
mirrored.
the stream there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, it's yeah,
That's
it's just
ballsy.
mirrored. Dude, could you imagine? Oh wow.
Messi's penalty. Oh.
Messi. Now that I was just gonna say, like that would probably overtake Messi's penalty.
Yeah. We saw a few cheeky penalties throughout the week. A few chips.
I think Juventus are definitely one of the favorites, though.
Yeah.
I think
I would agree.
it's just after making a comeback like that with that much pressure on them, and it looked like nothing. Like Atletico looked flat, and we thought that they were going to be one of the teams that could actually hold off. And then you see this happen. Like Juventus can win from anything,
I agree.
any position.
All right. Juventus definitely heavy favorites going forward. Let's move on to City versus Schalke. Oh my. Poor Schalke.
We
Absolute
called it, man. We
rout.
called it.
I
Pep
think
was
it was
furious.
Pratt, yeah, and Pratt was saying like when his team
Yeah.
when his team underperforms and he gets all pissed off. This is
Get some.
this
Yeah.
is what they do. This is what
Triggered
they do
him,
to teams.
That's what
He
he
gets
does.
the results, man. He just knows how to get the results after a bad game.
Yeah,
I was watching
so-
the Amazon documentary for Man City, All or Nothing,
Oh yeah.
and this is exactly what that was all about. During the documentary, Pep brought the whole team in and told everyone to shut the hell up, like, and to focus and dial in. And Pep when he gets into this angry zone of coaching, the results just come. Like
Yeah.
and it shows there. It's 7-0, just bashing.
Yeah. So yeah, just for people who don't know, it was 7-0 in the second leg. City wins.
Apparently, that's
7-2.
tied with Bayern for the most goals in the game, and he was coaching Bayern at the time too. So
Jeez.
Yeah, he just knows how to
7-0.
get the most out of his teams. It seems like 7-0. Oh my goodness.
7-0.
I felt bad for Schalke,
Look
but-
at the stats. 11 shots on goal. As
what
opposed
scares
to
me
one.
about City, you know.
They've
Yeah.
won
Like,
by
I don't
over
think-
5 goals, I think, like 5 times in this year already. Like over 5-0.
See, this is what you
They've
should
had many
expect
games.
though for City Schalke. Like Schalke, I think they're still
Yeah.
14th or something in the Bundesliga. And City is
City has all the tools to do this.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane, actually.
Aguero got a hat trick too, right? I believe he did.
This penalty's so cheeky.
Yeah, that was the first chip of the week. Messi had one similar.
Well, chip. No, Messi copied him, and
Yeah, he had a very
did the
similar
same.
penalty.
Look at that.
The Argentines.
Just to the other foot. That's
And the confidence
unbelievable.
it takes to just do that.
Aguero did score a
Embarrassing.
hat trick, if I'm not mistaken, right?
He did.
Yeah,
He's been on fire recently.
he really has.
He's a goal machine. I mean, name a season in the past 5 years. that
He just pumps
hasn't
them
been
out.
on fire.
Yeah, he really does, honestly.
He's only had slight injury problems, but that doesn't stop him.
Oh man, even with the injury, he's still one of the top scorers in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of the top goal scorers in the Premier League history.
So,
How long he's been with City and how long he's been doing it for.
yeah, he just showed up when he needed to, though. Like, before this, I just double-checked. He only had 5 goals. He has 5 goals in the entire competition. He just scored...
Really?
Yeah, he just scored
Wow.
60% of his goals. Like, he showed up, so, I mean, it is against a team like Schalke, but he has been scoring like at will lately.
This is another guy on fire right
Sane,
now.
yeah.
Leroy Sané.
He finally got his call up to the German national team, which
He's just gonna he's just gonna keep getting better too, man.
Well
This kid
deserved.
is crazy.
Well deserved to be called up for the German national team because
he should have been called up before. Like, they had no
for
pace
sure.
in their team. They had no energy, and that's what Sane brings.
the German
Direct
team,
energy and pace.
I don't know, they were just holding on to pride. Like they had all these older players
Yeah.
who, I mean, sure they're
recently
legends, but
I feel like that's what's happening with Bayern.
they just got rid of them all.
I mean, yeah, like the entire national
They
team is
recently just
Bayern. Or at least it was. Minus a few players, but
true.
yeah, that's what's happening. It's like the end of an era for
And Lowe
Bayern
just
and the national
cut like Boateng and Hummels.
Hummels,
and
Muller.
Mueller,
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's a
think
pretty simple game for City though overall.
Do you think
they've
City
just
can
looked
win
so
the
good going
tournament?
forward.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think they for sure they have to be heavy favorites, for sure.
That's coming from Liverpool.
I think they might win. I think they might win.
Like when you buy a player for 60 million to play on your bench, it's hard not to be considered favorites. Like they have so much depth available to their team. They're still in 4 competitions and leading them, right? Like,
do you think they can get the quadruple? No English team has done that before.
Absolutely.
I think why not? At this point, like, because FA Cup, I mean, main competition on paper is United, right? And at this point, like, obviously City looks like the better team still. Other than that,
what else is it? Gonna surprise us again.
Oh yeah, they already won the League Cup. Yeah, they won the League Cup against Chelsea. I just remembered. Yeah, so I mean, why not?
The Carabao.
Yeah.
Sterling's having a good run of form too.
Yeah, Sterling.
He's been on fire. He's the second player for Player of the Year in the Premier League for me.
Yeah, last weekend, 13 minutes, he scored a hat trick.
Who's first?
In 13 minutes, really?
Yep.
I think Van Dijk.
Wow.
Van Dijk has just been like I said.
He's transformed the entire the whole back line for Liverpool. He hasn't been dribbled past. He's scoring goals now, left, right, and center.
Yeah, he's scoring. He's scoring quite a bit now.
Yeah, he scored 2 goals in his last game, or one of his most recent games. Was it Burnley? I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Or
is the match where they won 4-2, right? Just this past weekend. Was it Burnley?
It might have been that game, I think.
I remember seeing that they won.
Scores against Bayern, scores 2 in the Premier League. He's been ridiculous.
Yeah,
But if Van Dijk wasn't the way he's been performing, I think Sterling absolutely takes it. He's just been on fire.
Yeah, they've Jesus. I'm just watching these goals again. Schalke just actually got bent over. Poor guys. Poor guys. Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about in this game.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna turn these highlights off before I get banned.
It's brutal.
All right. Anyways, let's move on to the Barca Lyon match. I know you enjoyed this one, Pratt.
Oh yeah, it had everything I could have asked for as a Barca fan. You know, Messi performing at topmost level, Suarez being the excellent center forward that he is, providing assists, holding the back line. What a great game. They came prepared is what I saw. From minute 1 they were dominating the game.
Yep.
They just outclassed Lyon in every aspect. Lyon weren't ready for this level of Barcelona. And Messi said it. He said that this year is the year that the Champions League he's claiming going to come back to Camp Nou, right?
Yeah, it's coming home.
But we'll see. We'll see.
When Lyon tied it up, I thought they might make things a bit interesting, but then after that it was just like all Barca. I mean, even before that it was pretty much all Barca, but
And
Yeah.
even the
Did they
French
tie it
side.
up, or were they?
I'm pretty
one
sure they
down
tied it
still?
up. Yeah. Let me double check that.
Yeah, they tied it up.
I'm pretty sure they did, because at the time I was like, oh wow, Lyon away goal. I was talking about the away goals last week, but yeah, after that it was they still
Pretty
didn't have
good
a chance.
goal.
Also, just to clarify, the goals were against Wofford, not Burnley, from Van Dijk earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But they did beat Burnley though this past week. 4-2.
yeah. Mane and Bobby took over the show.
Right. Oh man. We'll get to Mane in a bit, but
Yeah.
um
This,
yeah.
these highlights don't show how Suarez schooled Marcelo. I don't know if you guys saw that. But,
Oh yeah, I saw the dummy into the nutmeg.
Oh,
I
man.
didn't see that.
Yeah, I
Masterclass
saw
from
that.
Suarez. Just let the ball go. What a great awareness.
Suarez had a great game. I don't think he didn't get on the score sheet, right, but he played very well.
No, yeah.
He set up a couple goals. But man, Ronaldo
what do you
and
think about
Messi
the,
still in it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
what do you
go on,
think about
Andrew.
the rivalry there? Like, still going strong? Huh?
I mean, I think it's good from like a spectator point of view for sure. If you're like a neutral
Maybe
spectator, I think it's good.
The rivalry
Makes things
between who, sorry?
interesting. Arguably like the two best players to like ever play
Ronaldo,
the game.
Messi. Ronaldo, Messi.
Oh.
Yeah.
They had both such a great week. Like, Ronaldo took the headlines because it was a hat trick, but Messi had just as an impressive performance.
Oh, for sure.
2 goals and 2 assists. Just
Yeah.
absolutely pulled the strings for the game.
I think he had a better performance than Ronaldo.
Yeah, like since Ronaldo scored every goal for Juve, like it obviously stole the headlines, but yeah, I think Messi definitely had the better game of the two.
If you look at this week's game, it's a perfect example of what these two players can do. They're both very good at what they do. Ronaldo is a goal machine. He's a beast. He's an athlete. The guy comes into the box and he knows exactly where the cross is coming. He's gonna get that ball inside the net. And then you have Messi making the plays, scoring from positions that people wouldn't imagine it's possible to score from. It's a perfect example of the quality of these two players.
Just to correct my mistake from earlier, Lyon didn't equalize. They they brought it back to 2-1, but then, like I said, after that it was still all Barca.
I wonder how long this Messi Ronaldo is going to keep going for, because they just keep performing. Like, people thought they're going to slow down.
This third goal though, I don't know if you guys have the stream open yourselves, but that third goal from Messi, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, those poor Lyon defenders. Dude, he's just sending them like side to side. Oh no.
Oh, beautiful.
He's breaking ankles.
Oh my god.
He's
He's literally breaking ankles.
That's what he's good at.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, Messi has way more finesse than Ronaldo. Ronaldo's just like a brute and like is a beast in the air, you know?
He's just a fucking beast.
He's a fucking brute.
Oh man.
I was watching.
He can jump higher than anyone else. Like
man.
No one can jump as high.
Yeah, the way he gets up in the air is just
His vertical
insane.
is insane.
It's actually
no one else
absurd.
can do that.
No, I completely agree.
It's true. He is the best in the air. I don't see anyone coming close to him.
Yeah.
But Ferdinand described these players perfectly. Ronaldo is a guy who was born with talent. He worked hard and he nourished the talent. He perfected his techniques and now he's the best at what he does. And then you have Messi, who just does things that people think humans can't do.
He's a God-gifted athlete.
Yeah, he's a God-gifted athlete. He doesn't have the best physique.
He doesn't need the strength. He doesn't need the
height.
Force. He just reads the game so well. That's what Messi does. Messi reads the game well. He has crazy awareness. He does these little stutter steps.
Dembele. Yeah.
Right? He sees things other people don't.
Goalie probably should have saved that one, but
the weight on the pass and the angle.
Perfect, yeah.
Kind of just got under him.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one as well. We'll let Mark enjoy himself here. So yeah, Liverpool Bayern. Liverpool goes to the Allianz. Is it the stadium or the arena? I always get them mixed up between Juve's because they're both called the Allianz. But anyways,
Allianz
Liverpool
Arena,
wins
I think.
3-1. Bayern ended up equalizing, making it 1-1.
Matip ended up
But
equalizing.
yeah, it was. Yeah, I should just say Matip.
That's honestly his only fault for the entire game. I thought Matip was fantastic.
And he's in a weird
He's-
situation there as well, where like if he doesn't touch that, like Lewandowski's on the end of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, like he had to try and do something, I would say. But yeah,
Oh yeah, he had to do something. It's just put in the back of the net is
yeah,
not one of them.
yeah.
But-
I thought Liverpool.
It's definitely not reflective of the rest of his game. Like he had a
Yeah.
good game.
Yeah, no, like I thought Liverpool
Matip's
as a whole
definitely
looked.
stepped up.
Yeah, they looked great. Oh, this ball though from Van Dijk. Oh my god, and then Mane with the finish. That was disgusting. That was actually disgusting. Oh my goodness.
He ended Neuer's career.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
This just shows that how much of a faith the Liverpool team has on the front three. You know, Van Dijk making that press and just relying on the attackers to do the job.
And the thing is, people are gonna say that Salah didn't have a good game, but Salah was
No, he's
fantastic that
great.
game. His assist against for Mane, the
Yeah.
perfect ball.
Beautiful.
Outside of his left boot, curls it straight perfectly for Mane to get 2. And Mane scored 10 goals in his last 10 appearances. He's
Yeah.
just been absolutely phenomenal for
He's been
Liverpool.
unstoppable. Yeah.
A Liverpool fan. What do you think it's a problem that Salah isn't scoring against big teams though?
I don't think so at
'Cause he's
all.
not-
I think
he's
the way
not
that
really.
Liverpool play now is we're not relying on Salah like we did last year.
Yeah.
We relied on Salah the whole time. He broke the record. Like that's just
Yeah, last
we
year.
needed him,
Yeah.
right? But I think in games like these, Salah doesn't necessarily have to step up because we have players like Mane, where Salah can draw in more defenders and open up space for Mane because he can do just the same thing as you can see.
Yeah.
And then Bobby kind of pulls the strings all together and links the midfield with the forwards. Bobby plays in every position. Like I've seen him all over the pitch. He'll be chasing down balls, winning it back, and then that opens up space for Mane and Salah, right? But Van Dijk's pass to Mane, holy crap.
No, I noticed you said Gomez and Ox will be back after international break. I thought Ox had another
Yeah,
injury.
no, Ox
Did he?
is back. He played for
Oh, he
the
did.
U23 team against.
I thought he
Derby,
got
I
another
believe it
injury
was.
though after that, or like
No,
they
it
said
was
he
just
wasn't
for
ready.
precaution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. Yeah, that's.
And then Gomez being back is huge. Gomez was fantastic the first half of the season. Gomez
Yeah.
is such an athletic defender. He's so fast, and with Van Dijk molding him, because he's still young, Gomez.
Oh, here's that pass from Salah.
Talking about
Oh,
Ox getting
man.
injured, I sometimes wonder what Arsenal does to their players. Why are they so injury prone? Like, do they recruit people based on, all right, this guy's gonna get injured, let's hire him,
I honestly have no idea.
or is it something in their?
You mean when
camp
Arsenal
that-
players like go to a different team?
Yeah, it's the same story.
Yeah.
Just break them.
They just break him.
Sanchez and
Oh
Ox.
man, Sanchez. Don't get me
I
started.
remember when Van Persie came to United, he got injured
Oh.
a couple times too.
But he had
he
like
did.
the season of his life too.
he had a
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Like,
he saved
oh
his
my
life and then he got
God,
injured.
some of the
And,
goals he was scoring were just insane. They were just absurd.
Bayern are struggling though. Lewandowski did absolutely nothing that game. He just dove at every chance he could get, and James did nothing. Like their two arguably biggest playmakers didn't step up whatsoever.
I noticed you guys put it might be the end of Bayern's era here. I mean, this is
I
the
think
first
it
time in a
is.
long time that they haven't made quarters.
I think we already
don't remember
know.
exactly how long it's
Their
been.
players
but
are getting old. Like, why are you
They are.
starting Ribéry, who's 35 years old, against this Liverpool team? Why?
Liverpool's young. Liverpool's
Yeah,
really
we're young, we're fast.
Mhm.
And Ribéry got taken off for, I think it was Coman they put him on for. And even then, when you're putting on a player like Coman who's still young to try and, they're just all over the place right now. All their players are getting older, and they're struggling to get back to their former glory of where they were one of the giants, right?
I want to see some Alphonso Davies. Play him.
Yeah.
He's actually made his
Seriously.
first team a few times this season, even in the Champions League, which is impressive. He's like
How
at least
old
on the
is he?
bench and
He's,
stuff.
he's 18.
Yeah.
18-year-old
really young.
Canadian kid.
Oh yeah. It's
It'd be good
interesting.
if he gets some like first team experience.
It's interesting. Just like a little
Good.
side note. When I was at work the other day, I had the what game did I have on? I had one of the games like casted on the TV, but this woman like stopped me and was like, "Oh, like who do you support?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm a United fan." And then she just randomly was like, "Oh yeah, my son just got signed to Vancouver Whitecaps." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome! Like that's awesome. Yeah, he's like a striker for them." But apparently, he's really good friends with Alphonso Davies. I guess he like worked his way up the academy. His name's like Theo something.
That's
but
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's
a fun
pretty
little
big.
side note.
He's got a great story,
Mhm.
Alfonso.
Yeah.
He's I don't know where he's from, but he's a refugee. He came to Canada.
And now he's playing for one of the biggest clubs in football at 18.
Raw talent.
It's crazy.
I
He's
just hope
actually
it's
from
not
Ghana.
too much for him.
He
Yeah, he's
does
from
have
Ghana.
a football name though. Like he's got the name Alfonso Davis. That's a proper footballer's name.
It's a proper football.
I agree.
Yeah, get that on the
Alfonso.
back of a jersey.
All right. Do you guys want to quickly go over some Europa League? I have a few highlights at the ready. So the first one,
Yeah,
I believe,
Let's do it.
I didn't watch many of these, so
we can just briefly kind of skim over these, but Slavia Prague ends up
Let's
beating
go!
Sevilla
Let's go!
6-5 on aggregate. Went into extra time as well.
That's how the Czechs win, man.
Yeah, went into.
It's-
Did they? I think they scored in the second half of extra time. Let me double check that. But what a crazy
They always
game.
win dirty games.
They scored 4 goals that game. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, that game itself finished 4-3. They won 6-5 on aggregate. But
And
wow,
then they drew Chelsea.
huge upset. Sevilla's coach just announced this morning he's done. He got sacked because of this.
after that,
Yeah, they lost to a Czech team and now he's gone.
Rightfully so.
rightfully so.
Sevilla is considered one of the best teams in Spain. They've won Europa twice in the past 5 years.
Yeah. Man, it looked like quite the atmosphere there. This was in Prague. Wow. They had some good fans there. I guess we could discuss the Chelsea matchup as well. I think I have it somewhere here, but the Giroud ends up getting a fucking hat trick, which was
So weird.
I mean, he's actually been very good.
Giroud, man.
He's actually been very, very good in Europa League. He has 9 goals. He's leading the scoring
Europa.
race. And like last match, he played very well, like in the first leg as well. He had this
the last time he played
crazy
in the
back
Prem.
heel to Pedro to set up their first goal, but they won 5-0, right? Yeah, 8-0 on aggregate. But they just look good going forward again. They looked so lost for like weeks, and like everyone thought Sarri was done for. But they look like they're finally kind of getting it together, which kind of
Still- I
worries me as a
still
United fan.
Yeah. I still think Sarri needs to win Europa to keep his job.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
so
it's-
much expectation at Chelsea coming from their recent success.
This is the only competition they're still in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it has to
They
be.
won the league like 2 years ago, so they're not.
I mean, yeah, but they
What are
hold
in-
themselves
were they
to
in
higher
6th place
standards.
still, or-
Chelsea are in a weird
sixth, yeah.
position because didn't they get a transfer ban as well?
Yeah,
Did,
next
2
2
seasons.
transfer seasons, yeah,
Yeah.
full year.
Yeah, 2 transfer seasons.
Maybe
They gotta-
maybe
yeah,
they
there's-
won't sack Sarri because if they bring in a new manager with a transfer ban,
Who's gonna want to go there? Like,
Yeah, who's gonna want to
what
coach?
top coach at least? Unless they bring in someone who maybe isn't.
and it's
as,
not like the players that Chelsea have are, on the rise necessarily, right? There's been rumors with Hazard going to Madrid, and,
Yeah.
Willian's getting a bit older as well as Pedro. It's Chelsea are in a weird spot right now.
Yeah, Marino is still available.
Mourinho back to Chelsea.
That would definitely be an interesting one, but like I said last
Wouldn't
week,
happen.
like he's being paid absurd amounts of money to just chill right
anything.
now. Since United fired him, like we still have to pay him, I think, for like another year or so. Like I'm pretty sure we had to pay him like $24 million or something. Like why?
Just like appearing
why
on
would you sit
random
him like this?
pundit panels and stuff.
Yeah.
That's it's.
What
I
he's
love
doing.
seeing him on the pundit panels. Like,
He's actually got good stuff to say sometimes. It's insightful.
oh yeah, especially with the character that he is. Like,
I think other people on the panel always try to poke him and like get something out of him because he's got the best reactions in football.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But he knows a lot too, right?
Yeah, Mourinho's been through it all, man.
Dude, what a mess in front of the net. Chelsea almost conceded to these guys. In the I watched the
off the
first
post.
leg between Chelsea and Dynamo Kiev, and Kiev actually had a few
The field.
decent chances, but man, there's another Giroud goal.
Giroud's so good in the air, man. He's honestly up there with Ronaldo in terms of in the air.
I think he's been the best player in the Europa League. But it's also Europa League's a weird one cuz like Chelsea's been in the Europa League the whole time. Whereas there's other teams like other good teams who have just kind of they finished third in
Come
Champions League in the group
Yeah, like
stage and
Napoli.
got thrown in. Yeah, exactly. This is a nice free kick. I actually saw this one earlier. Oh, wait, it went in, I believe. Did it not? No, this isn't the one I'm thinking of then.
Was it Asby?
No, Alonso had a.
Alonso.
I know he scored a goal. I thought this was the one I'm thinking
Ooh.
of, but maybe not. But
That's
yeah,
a good
anyways.
save.
I'll let these run for another minute, and then we'll talk about some of the other matchups. Hudson Odoi got another
There's a
goal.
lot of upsets in Europa League.
Oh yeah, like Zenit got knocked out by I believe Villarreal, which is a very weird one to be honest. It's like your best team from Russia, and like what
Best team
place
from
is
Russia.
what place is
Inter
Villarreal in?
Milan go too.
Villarreal is not doing very well in La Liga, I don't think. Like they are.
Yeah, they're not. doing that
Holy
well.
shit! They're in 17th place. They're like just above the relegation zone. They're a point. They're a point safe. 1 point. There's 1 point separating them and Celta Vigo. Oh my!
Serious?
They're trying to survive.
Holy. That
Wonder they,
wow. That is a huge upset.
And they beat Zenit. Yeah.
That is a massive.
Watch
Huge
them,
upset. Arsenal beating Renee, man. That's a huge upset.
Yeah. So
Didn't think they had it in them.
I mean, yeah, I watched most of that game, and like the only reason they
Arsenal
lost
are
the
literally
first.
the meme. Like, that's
The only
all
reason they
are.
lost the first leg was because Monreal got a stupid second yellow, and they played most of the game with 10 men. But like with 11 men on the field, like at full strength, is a pretty easy win for them.
I would hope
Aubameyang
so.
had his
Isn't
cheesy,
Renee like 10th place in League One or something?
something like that, yeah. Aubameyang had his silly like Black Panther mask celebration. I was like,
Oh
what are you
yeah,
doing,
that
man?
was weird.
What are you doing? But yeah, I mean Arsenal, they bounced back really well after losing the first leg. They beat United 2-0. Frustrating match.
That's gotta
Some
sting.
confidence.
That's
United
gotta
fan.
sting for some.
Yeah, I mean
It stings. It stings a lot.
it does hurt.
It's actually excruciating.
It hurt.
The
It hurts.
banter between Arsenal and Man U with Jesse Lingard dancing before, and
It just hurts
Sure,
because
yeah.
I think we played quite well, and I don't think we
Really?
deserved to lose. But that's just the way it is sometimes.
mean,
Like I just
couple
forgot what it
players
felt like
weren't-
to lose.
Couple players weren't on top of their game. Rashford definitely not.
Rashford.
I felt like it
very
wasn't the
poor game.
greatest performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, very very poor game from Rashford. Like I said it before the podcast, but I honestly, like no exaggeration, I think it was the worst game he's played in a United shirt. I
Yeah,
think
I
he just
wouldn't be
needs a break.
surprised.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a rest.
I'd say that's fair. I'd say that's fair.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he,
played
is he
nonstop.
called up for international duty?
He is, but I mean, like, I'm okay with that because Kane should be starting anyway. Hopefully, Rashford will still get a rest.
What else
But
does United have to put up front
I mean,
right
like,
now, though?
Sanchez, baby,
Other than those two
Sanchez.
guys.
Sanchez is out. For
No,
sure
you
for a
can't
while.
put Sanchez. You can't play Sanchez, dude. That's even worse.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't want to see Sanchez on the field. Like,
I don't remember the
Oh,
last time Sanchez had a good opportunity and he took it. I don't remember him shooting a good shot at goal last
Oh,
time. He
Oh,
always
that's
gives the
offside.
ball away. He comes one on one with the goalkeeper and just passes the ball to someone. Just
Do you
doesn't
think-
have the
I don't know what's
confidence anymore.
yeah,
Do you
looks
think
like he's playing
Alexis
with
is
no
the
confidence.
worst transfer in Premier League history?
I think he's the worst transfer
Oh.
in history. Just because of how much we're paying him.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
Yeah.
ridiculous. He's on like
a
half a
ridiculous-
mil
it's
a
absolutely
week. Like,
We're gonna
what?
get nothing for him if we sell him too. Like he's not
Like,
worth
who's gonna
anything now,
want
so.
him?
United have like just destroyed.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
Swansea will pick him up. You know,
Swansea.
Oh,
Yeah, they're gonna have
man.
to sell him to some
like a,
lowly Premier League team, and then
Yeah.
it's depressing.
Maybe they should loan him out to like a second division team. Teach him the
His
hustle.
confidence.
yeah, let's go.
They could do what they did with what's his face, the German guy, Schneider.
Oh, yeah.
Or no, not Schneider. What's his name?
Oh,
Wait,
Talking about?
who are you
He
talking
he played for the under 23s to get some confidence.
German guy, you said?
German
Hmm.
guy.
I don't know who you're talking about, to be honest. I was gonna say
Podolski?
Schneider is Dutch.
Not Schneider. He plays for Chicago now.
Oh, Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger. What are you talking about?
It's like,
Yeah, they did play him
Yeah,
down with the U23s for a while. Yeah, I remember that actually. But then we just sold
Did
him.
he
do that
at
with
United?
What
How
was that,
he
Mark?
playing with the under 23s? He was old when he came to United, though, wasn't he?
You can
like
you can
some
field like 3 players, I
rule.
think, who are above that
Oh.
age group.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know he did that for United.
But I know he did that,
they-
but I don't think he made a comeback to the first team.
He didn't. He didn't.
No, yeah,
He got
we just
he
sold
got a
him.
little swagger back, and then he went to
Chicago.
He was
Who
the-
did Chicago just sign
Phil.
actually? They just signed.
Go fire.
Oh yeah, Nico Gaitan.
Oh
Used
wow,
to play for.
Really? Nicholas Guyton?
Yeah, he used to play for
Yeah.
Benfica.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
he
he's.
was once upon a time he was considered one of the top wingers.
Yeah, damn.
He's
That's
pretty
a huge
promising.
signing for them.
It is a big one.
Do you guys want
Talking
to?
talking about MLS, why is
Yeah, actually.
Toronto not signing anyone? Ever?
They got Pozuelo, who's the best player
Third
in like
last
the
designated
Belgian
player.
league. Like, he's
Belgian
the
league?
best player in the Belgian league, and like he pretty much is gonna. I
Say
think
much.
he'll fill Vasquez's role pretty well. Like he's a similar player to him.
But what about Juvinko? Like that
Yeah,
is
they need to
huge
address
gaping
that like
hole here.
immediately. They apparently are still gonna be signing. They've claimed that they're gonna have 2 big signings still, but who knows?
I never thought Jervinko was that big.
He's the
feel
best
like-
player in MLS, dude.
Yeah, he was.
Like
When
I
they won the
honestly
league,
think
he
he
was.
is the best
Yeah,
player.
he was, but he still wasn't like a world class player.
No, I mean
Yes, he
he's in
was.
MLS. It's
None of them are
it's the
world
retirement
class.
league.
Zlatan came in there and made it his bitch.
Yeah. Oh man. Zlatan's injured right
He's
now.
of
isn't
MLS though.
Is he still there?
he? Yeah,
Yeah,
they won their first game, but I think Zlatan's
See,
injured.
that's what I'm talking about. Though. Like, I would love to see a big name like a Rooney, a Zlatan, a Schweinsteiger, David,
Toronto.
yeah, anyone, man. There's so many of them.
Had Jermaine Defoe for a few seasons.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Defoe
we have the
hated
sauce
it.
too. We've got Drake in Toronto. Come on, who doesn't want to hang out with Drake?
I know, right?
Man, Defoe hated
Maybe
it.
they will.
in
Maybe they'll
Toronto.
splash.
Maybe Alexis will come on over.
Yeah, he just has to take a bit of a pay cut, and
Just
then we'll play him. Yeah.
and live in cold, dusty Toronto.
You love that.
Oh man.
I have so much
would
negativity
do really
against
well.
him. I don't know if I'm gonna go watch him play if he comes to Toronto.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be good even though, even for the MLS though. Like I know he's
Oh yeah.
not doing too well right now,
They-
but any
Make
big
a lot of
name.
money by signing big names, right? You like when you say Ronaldo was bought for 100 million, they probably made 50, 60 million just from selling kits of Ronaldo.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
The sale, it paid for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of
these
course.
players make a lot of money. These big names.
And the money that they're gonna get for making it throughout the competition too,
Yeah.
from Champions League.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Man, I want to just briefly talk about Napoli as well, because last week I was talking about how they looked really, really good actually in Europa League, and then this week they almost actually choked against who was it? Salzburg, I believe
Who's
it was.
coaching Napoli right now?
Oh yeah, they lost Red
Not
Bull
100%
3-1.
Oh,
But they barely
right,
hung
Red Bull
on,
Salzburg,
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they
They got
almost choked. They won on aggregate, but holy.
Yeah. They're
That's-
looking shaky, and they play Arsenal, right?
Damn, that'll be an interesting
Yes, they do.
one.
Who's
That's gonna be a
the
fun
coach in
game.
that? Oh,
Wait, it's Ancelotti? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
that's Ancelotti.
Right, yeah. Man, did you see what Ancelotti said? I think I sent you guys that Reddit post or whatever,
Oh yes.
where he
You-
said
yes,
after the
you
PSG
sent that
loss,
over.
he said if I were the coach, I would jump off the first bridge I saw.
Oh,
Holy,
against
Oh my
United.
what a savage!
Wow, that's a little extreme. That's a little.
fucked.
That's a little much.
That's fucked. I'm surprised he said that. That's
I
actually
like
crazy.
that. Turn FIFA into UFC with the shit talking.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Carlo Ancelotti loves to shit talk, man.
I mean, he's a legendary manager though. He's
I would love to. I'd love to see
He's
him
won
go
it all.
against Mourinho.
He's a legend.
yeah, he's won it all.
Oh yeah.
Man, I can't.
What do you
believe
think
Napoli
about
almost
Arsenal
choked
Napoli
them.
though?
I think it'll be a good game. Napoli has to really tighten up though. They almost lost to what's
Salzburg.
Red Star Salzburg or Red Bull
Red Bull.
Salzburg. I'm
Red-
thinking of Red Star Belgrade.
Yeah.
But yeah, they really have to tighten up, or else they're gonna
I
be in
think-
some trouble. I think Arsenal, especially when they're playing at home at the Emirates, they're scary. They're a scary team.
It's gonna be a
Like-
lot of action. I hope. I hope
Yeah.
both teams just go full on attack because they have some sweet attackers. Both teams.
Mm-hmm.
It could be an energetic game.
Yeah, Malik and Mertens, and then
Insigne.
Lacazette, Aubameyang, yeah, Insigne as well on Napoli. Yeah, they have some great
I
players.
really like
There's a
Yeah.
lot of class.
Mm-hmm.
One of these teams is making it to the finals. Or at least they should.
I
There's
would
been a lot of
say so.
upsets, but
So is Chelsea? Chelsea's on the other side of the bracket, right? They must be.
yeah.
Could see a Chelsea Arsenal all English final. And honestly,
Yeah.
I would think that they're the favorites just based on how they look.
All the English teams made it through.
Napoli really
That's
And-
true.
showed some weakness. So I think
All
Arsenal
six.
should take that. And then I'd
Isn't
see
it the
Chelsea
first
just
time?
Sorry, go on.
Isn't it the first time there's been 4 Prem teams in the quarterfinals since for
not-
10 years?
Yeah, it's been a long ass time. I don't remember the last time, but yeah, I remember reading some sort of statistic where it's been very, very long
It's a
time.
long time, 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so
Especially-
much competition in the Premier
But-
League where they're all just getting better playing each other all the time.
Oh,
It's
they
about
deserve-
time it happened.
Yeah, no, like I've obviously watched Premier League my whole life, and I've always found it to be like the most entertaining league, I would say, just because like even some of the teams who are like on the bottom half of the table, like they still have like quality players.
Yeah, like you see Man City getting
they have
upset by
tons of
Crystal
money.
Palace and Newcastle.
Like yeah, Palace
Like
actually has some very
anything
good
can
players.
happen.
Yeah,
It's definitely the most competitive.
I would say so.
Yeah, you have six top teams competing with Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Man U, Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
All are on their own day. They can beat any one of each other.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I
Andrew,
agree.
I'm just gonna ignore that you said all
right?
English Champions League final. Gonna ignore that.
Oh, I'm just saying, what if it was both Champions League and Europa? That'd be
I mean,
It's coming home.
it'd be a good
It's coming
testament
home.
to the strength
It's
of
not home.
Premier League teams.
Oh.
It's coming home.
Premier League.
United beats.
Let's talk about
United beats-
Champions League predictions.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm down.
And then I'm gonna go.
So first we have Liverpool, Porto. What do you
Okay, a lot of
guys
people are
think?
saying Liverpool are getting the easy draws, but come on. We played PSG, Napoli, and Bayern now. I think Liverpool's just going to beat Porto, though.
I mean,
just like
yeah,
we did
like-
last year. We smacked them 5-0
You
You guys
last year.
destroyed them.
Yeah.
Liverpool needed a break. This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not,
Yeah,
there's not much
This
to say there.
is your yeah. It's a pretty easy ticket to the semis.
I don't know.
think.
Klopp is like acting like he's not too happy about it, but I think it should be pretty easy.
Well, yeah, like you can't be like super cocky at this point. Like,
Yeah, complacency is what's going to lose Liverpool this game.
yeah. It's quarterfinals. Like these are all good teams, but like yeah, Liverpool's got it.
Liverpool are
would-
on another level than Porto right now.
Oh,
It would be kind of nice to see Liverpool back in the final because they kind of got robbed last year.
Oh, we deserve the
They
champions.
really did.
Oh,
Oh, that was
God,
that
dude, the
was tough.
fucking Ramos tackle onto Salah and
That was
Darius's
bullshit. Man.
blunders, and it's just, are you
I saw a post
like-
today.
Like in the first,
Robertson and Trent pocketed Ronaldo. Like
Yeah, I saw a post
Ronaldo
today.
did absolutely nothing in that game.
It's true. I saw a post today though where it was like Salah now has to face Ramos' like older brother, and it's just Pepe. And he's making some like fucking angry ass face. Oh God, I hate him. He's such a piece of shit.
It's unfortunate that Liverpool has to face Barca next round.
That's gonna be such a fun game, man.
All right.
gonna be a good
So
one.
are we moving to the United Barca?
it seems like Pratt's already made up his mind.
I think he might have. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's a super tough draw for United, obviously. Like, a miracle
It's
got
not
us
ideal.
through to quarters. And yeah, like,
it's not ideal by any means.
I'm never
I
gonna
would
like
love
bet.
I would love to see United upset Barca. Just because of the whole fairy tale that's going on with this team. But
I'm never gonna bet against
Obviously.
United, but like, obviously I'm scared and like frustrated about this. But like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be very tough.
I think it's
but-
hard to bet against Messi.
Exactly. I just
Yeah,
like,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
as a
The
United
form that
fan though, like,
Barcelona-
I just gotta keep my faith. I gotta.
the good thing for
Lost
United though is that Ole and the young players at United, they're gonna have a chance to play against a legendary team.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know when was the last time like they play against such a team. I know they played Real last year in friendlies, but that's about it.
Mhm.
Good challenge for them.
Be exciting. It's funny too because I'm pretty sure Solskjaer's like the goal he scored to win it against Munich in like 9-9 or whatever was at Camp Nou.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was
so
20 years
that'll be
ago. 20th anniversary. Let's,
Yeah, maybe that will inspire something. Who
he's gonna
knows?
come on as a sub,
Come on.
He's gonna
and
player coach, player manager. Let's go.
well, I think
PK's
United
coming back to United, eh?
United actually
What?
plays
That's
away.
true.
United plays at Camp Nou in the second. Yes, the second leg's in Camp Nou. So
Sure.
yeah, it's gonna happen.
Wait, why do you think PK is going back to United?
No, just like his return, like
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
first-
return playing in Old Trafford again.
yeah.
Would this?
Sweet.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, this would be no. He's definitely played in Old Trafford since, because last time
Yeah,
United
they
and
played
Barca met
twice.
was when Nanny got
Yeah, it was
that
2008.
stupid fucking red card. No, it was like 2011 or something.
Or
That
when
was
they
pretty
lost
close.
2-0.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that was at Old Trafford.
they've played since then though.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't either of the locations.
Yeah, it would have been somewhere else.
Yeah, but that was a very close game. I loved that one. Scholes,
hmm
Giggs, what a team.
The team.
We won the
Yeah,
year
Yeah.
after.
So
which
honest,
is
was.
honest predictions though for Barca Man U. What are we
Barca.
saying?
I mean, I want to have faith, but yeah, like Barca's obviously heavy favorites.
You guys
Yeah.
know it.
Like it was a miracle that we made it to the quarters, and like
Yeah,
I would
like, if
love
we
to
had to
see
put that
another
much-
miracle, but oh god, this is like
It took a
honestly
miracle to get us here.
this and City were like the two teams I did not want to play, and I was like, fuck.
What do
When
you
I
guys,
s-
do you guys think if United beat Arsenal and they were on that unbeaten run, do you think they would have had a higher chance against Barca? Like, do you think your confidence has deterred because of that loss?
No, I don't think that
No.
changes at all because like I said, we played well against Arsenal. We just really poor when it came to like the final third. We just couldn't finish. Lukaku had so many chances. Same with Rashford. We just couldn't score. Like I don't. It was a really frustrating loss.
If we beat,
Like I don't
even
think
if we beat Arsenal, like Arsenal isn't Barcelona. So.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, exactly.
mean,
Like
I mean,
Arsenal
United beat PSG though. That was big, and PSG were one of the favorites this season.
yeah, PSG
yeah.
just knows
I
how to
think
bottle
that's
it though. Like it was
It's
part.
it's a choking hazard. Small children stay away from PSG.
Yeah. All right.
But
What about
Let's talk.
Moving
Let's
on.
talk about
What
the
the
big
all-
one.
how about the
City,
all-
Spurs.
yeah. Let's talk about the all English
Spurs,
quarter.
I think we can all say.
I think Spurs are gonna get clapped.
I think they
Yeah,
should.
for sure.
I think they're
think they're gonna
absolutely
get-
gonna get clapped.
The way that they have looked in the Premier League lately is just like horrible. It's
They're
disgraceful.
inconsistent.
It's gonna be-
Pep's hungry to win the Champions League with this City squad. Like
Yeah, he's going all out for it.
Like
Oh,
again,
yeah.
I think it just shows you the level of competition in the Premier League. Like they had a
yeah.
great round of 16 tie against Dortmund, but like they've been losing every game in the Premier League. They even had a draw for like
Southampton.
the first time in like a year. Like they're
And they
falling
still managed
apart.
to beat Dortmund.
even
Beat
in
Juventus.
Poch's interviews, Poch is losing faith. Like you can just tell from how he's been talking and all the
Yeah.
interviews.
He's going to United.
Why wouldn't he? Like they'll actually give him money. You know, like he's
think
kept
he's-
the
Yeah.
same squad for Spurs for how long now?
I know, yeah.
Like he needs that little extra bit to take them over, and no one's supplying him with it. And they've kept the same core squad, which has been fantastic. But you have to add more.
They're
Like, that's
giving
just
him
the level of the
nothing.
Premier League. Like they got him a
They're-
new stadium. Nice, man. That's gonna help us out.
Yeah, like they haven't been giving him the freedom to buy the players he wants. Like, and he's been pretty vocal about it. Like he's kind of just like he's not
It's
he's not
pretty
just straight up
obvious, right?
saying it, but the stuff that he's saying, you can tell he's not getting the backing that he wants.
And he deserves it with what
Mhm.
he's done with Spurs.
Oh, for sure. There was a lot of talk that he was gonna go to Madrid, but I mean now we know Zidane's coming back. Or I guess
There's
he is
this
back.
weird theory for Zidane that he left knowing the team wasn't going to be in the best spot,
Oh yeah.
and he's been scouting players to sign
No, he
for
just
when he
looks like
comes
a
back
genius.
to Madrid. Yeah, yeah. Like this is
He
all a
knew
part of his
along.
plan. Yeah,
He knew.
200 IQ.
Man, Zidane could be the best manager ever if he actually manages to like bring Real back up, win the Champions League next year.
That
He
I
hasn't
don't.
been a manager for
hmm.
that many years, and look at what he's done with his first few years.
So
I don't know if any other I don't know if of any manager who's done that in their first like 2 years.
Isn't he undefeated in the Champions League? Like he's won every single Champions League title
Right.
that he's
Right. Yeah.
been
Exactly.
managing a team in.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. Like, it's
Who do you
fucked.
think's that player that he's gonna bring in to replace Ronaldo?
I mean,
Hazard.
if Hazard forces the move, like, he has a year left on his contract with Chelsea, but they're not gonna want to let
I
him
think
go for
Hazard's-
nothing. Like,
Yeah.
they might as well.
I think Hazard would be stupid not to. Like
yeah.
he's been loyal to Chelsea, but they're like he's such a world class player that deserves better.
Yeah, like I can't say he owes them anything. Like he's won
He's
Premier
given
League
them so much.
titles with them. I can't say he Chelsea supporters.
So
should be
Chelsea has
completely
Giroud
angry.
now. They don't need Hazard.
Big
I
man
mean,
up top.
okay, but Chelsea supporters
First
like
back.
actually should they should understand if he leaves. Like, I would not blame him. But anyways, Ajax Juventus. I think this could be a really fun one.
I don't think this one's gonna be as much of a walk in the park as people think.
Yeah, I don't know. I like people keep saying Juventus like is just gonna like smash them. Ajax is a good team.
I don't think that's the case.
They are a good
I
team.
think I think Juventus are gonna win, but I think Ajax, they're so hungry with this team and they have so much talent.
I agree.
Juventus might just outclass them with experience, but I don't think. I think Ajax is a hungry team. It's gonna be like a 4-2 over 2 games or something like that.
Yeah. Sounds like a good time there, Andrew. But
Are we missing out on the bruise or what? Like I didn't get the call.
I don't even think Andrew's here.
he might not be. He just went to join in.
He's not. He joined in.
Anyways, yeah, but with the way Ronaldo and like Chiellini and like these veteran players are playing, I think it might just come down to experience. Like it might honestly just come down to their experience. Here, I'm just gonna turn Andrew down a bit until he comes back.
Yeah, Juventus definitely have all the tools to make it all the way.
Yeah, for sure.
I think what's gonna happen with Ajax is gonna be what happened with Monaco
They're gonna lose everyone
when
and then
Monaco had
completely collapse.
yeah, like when they sold Mbappe, they sold Thomas Lemar, they sold Binho, they sold like the entire team that got them where they were.
Mm-hmm. And
To
now
be fair,
they're
for high wages, but they've never recovered. I think Ajax just has so many of those players that everyone wants. They're going to be forced to sell because people are going to pay what. Like Frankie de Jong's transfer was what 70-something million. Like how can you say no to that?
I thought it was even more than that, but I might be wrong. Yo, Monaco's actually out of the relegation zone now. Wow. They should have just never got rid of their coach. Like Henri, I'm not sure why they hired him. Like he should have just stayed
Henry
with
had a
the,
terrible time.
he should have stayed with the Belgian national team. Like what was he? He
Yeah.
just didn't seem ready to take on like a full like manager position. Like
He
was
needs
assistant
to start
manager.
off with an assistant manager position. He can't just jump in to a main
Yeah.
he just wasn't ready,
coach, you know?
especially
Like,
with like the team that he had. Like yeah.
Yeah, you got to
modern
start
football
smaller.
is
Like
not-
Gerrard starts with Rangers, right?
Mhm.
Right, yeah.
You know, like a-
Scholesy is like doing a Scottish team.
Oh, Scholes resigned today
Yeah.
after 30 days in charge of Oldham.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
in charge for 1 month and he resigned today. I just saw that
Couldn't
this
take
morning.
it.
Yeah, it's interesting that you said that.
It's been known to people have mentioned in the past that like Scholes doesn't have the best discipline.
I mean, it was like a third tier team in the English. Like it was
Right,
third
but, like,
tier
you
like
know.
English team.
Who did he
30 days,
coach?
though?
It was Oldham. Is it Oldham United? Oldham Athletic. That's it. Yeah, like I don't know. That's weird.
Man,
31
Jenna has
days in
been
charge.
Part of this podcast as much as Andrew.
Andrew.
You hear her?
Yeah, the whole
yeah.
time.
Oh no.
Loud and clear.
I
She's
turned
in
you
on this
down.
debate.
Yeah, I
too.
turned you down for a bit, Andrew.
Oh my god.
What does she think about the draw?
He knows nothing.
Uh, But yeah. Anyone else have anything else to add?
We touched on it.
We had a pretty
Touched on
long
everything.
podcast today, and it wasn't quite as structured as the last one, which I'm perfectly fine with. But
I think it's good when the conversation diverts a little bit.
Yeah, you had a lot of freedom.
Yeah, we
Nice.
covered a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Final thing. Who's gonna win the Champions League?
I'm going to say City on
I
this
already
one.
know my answer.
Pratt's gonna
Wow.
say Barca. I'm actually gonna say City.
I'm
too.
calling City.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
City, and then they're gonna lose all their titles because
Banned.
that face
I-
is gonna
I-
take
I-
everything
Your
away.
face is banned, too.
I think City has a really good chance, but the only reason I think they won't win the Champions League is because they're gonna focus everything on the Premier League. I think Pep wants Premier League more than Champions League.
But he had Premier
I'd
League
argue
already.
that though. I think he wants Champions League more.
I don't know. I feel like he wants to create a legacy.
The thing is, I could still see them winning all 4 competitions. I don't think he's gonna settle or like put all of his focus into one thing.
I think if City ended up playing Liverpool during Champions League, that would be an interesting match.
I think that'd be a very good matchup.
Like if he gets knocked out again by Liverpool in the Champions League, like what?
Mm-hmm.
That's an insane thought, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what would Pep? The mind games between
I-
Pep and Klopp that's been going on with the league, and then if it ends up in the Champions League too, because Liverpool has been City's kryptonite.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see the top 2 English teams against each other.
Liverpool doesn't have it in them. They don't have the depth to compete for the title and the Champions League.
That's what I was going to say. City has the depth to do
I
both.
argue that
Yeah.
though, with Ox coming back and Gomez coming back, those are 2 arguable first team starters that we've
Ox
been.
is-
I have to
Ox
see
is-
Ox though. He hasn't played in like a year,
Yeah,
8 months or something. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start him slow, and then he'll score
Mhm.
a banger against City like last year.
Ox is not Mahrez. That's all
Mhm.
I'm gonna say. That's the kind of depth City has. They got Mahrez on the bench.
Is
Yeah, but we got Big Shaq, Big Shaq on the bench.
City won 7-0 without De Bruyne, which is pretty fucked.
And Schalke is not a terrible team.
Well, I mean they're bad, but maybe not terrible, I guess.
Great. Middle of the table.
They're terrible
They're not
compared to
great.
City. They're terrible compared to City.
Yeah. Oh man.
So everyone says City except for Pratt.
I
I
think.
think Liverpool. I'm saying it. I'm going
Okay.
with.
Here's
I'm
why I'm
gonna
gonna
go
here's
City.
why I'm gonna argue City. It's because I think City's got the depth. They've got Pep, but I think Messi wants to win this Champions League, and when he wants to win something, he will show his performance and prove his performance time to time.
I mean, he
That's
always wants
exactly
to win
what's
though.
gonna happen.
Like why?
Well said.
Why would he not want to win normally? Yeah.
Yeah, but when has he come out in the public and said it's coming home? The first time I
Messi?
heard him do
I
that. Yeah.
I think seeing
Messi
Ronaldo
did it at the
win.
start of the season, didn't he? In front
Yes,
of all
he-
of Camp Nou.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's what Pratt
Yes,
means.
he-
Like he
Oh, okay.
doesn't normally do that. But no, like after seeing Ronaldo win 3 straight years, he's probably just like, all right, fuck this. Like I need to win another
Whatever it
Champions
is.
League.
Whatever it is, he's also a top scorer right now. So thankful to
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool stopping Lewandowski on the score sheet.
Lewandowski
Yeah.
had a
He did absolutely
very,
nothing.
yeah, it was a bad round of 16 for him.
Yeah, Messi's top scorers right now.
But
Both.
here's my argue with Liverpool actually being a contender.
Oh my
Being
god.
that we did get to the finals, and Klopp's record again in 2-legged matches in the Champions League, he hasn't lost one
Mhm.
over 2 legs.
Really?
He's found a way
Oh
to
yeah, I
adapt
guess
in
he.
every Champions League game, and he kind of got cheated out of the final, right?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing he could do about that. And I feel like where we addressed with Allison would make those mistakes. I feel like with Van Dijk being the best center half, our front three's clicking. The only issue is the depth, but I think on Liverpool's day they can beat any team. And
Yeah, as a Barca fan, I'm really scared to face Liverpool in the next round. Really scared.
I really hope Coutinho doesn't turn up against us and score a banger. That would be fucking brutal.
Man, that would
we're prepping
that'd be
him.
interesting.
Nah, he'll have a back injury and he won't be able to play.
All right. Anything else? Anybody wants to add?
Oh, this was fun.
I think I'm good.
Because we won't have any Champions League to discuss until April 10th. Sad. Oh wait, sorry, April 9th.
Talk,
I lied.
FA
April
Cup
9th.
after this weekend.
What's that?
Yeah, and then we can start discussing Premier League.
Yeah.
Coming
Maybe
up.
next week we'll focus more on Premier League because didn't discuss it too much this week, but yeah.
A bunch of the matches are getting postponed.
Yeah, FA Cup's this weekend, so Wolves,
Yeah.
United, and I think City also.
I'm excited for that game.
I think it'll be a good
I'm
game.
so nervous.
Wolves is a good team. It'll be a tough match.
You think Hazard will start? Sorry, Sanchez.
No, he's injured. Wait, were you serious? Or...
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
We're not.
Wow.
He was FA Cup.
You guys don't even consider him anymore.
No, like definitely
you?
not. You can't.
I mean,
You consider him?
one last shot, maybe. Like one last.
We've
very
given him
last
so many
shot.
chances. I don't know, man. Let me double check what the other matchup is, though.
City,
It's
Swansea.
Yeah,
Watford,
City,
Crystal
Swansea, Watford, Crystal Palace, and then
Millwall
Millwall
and
and Brighton. Wow,
the heck is
battle of the
Millwall?
Titans right there. Millwall and Brighton. Oh shit! Watch them win it. Watch them win it all.
Millwall?
Millwall's gonna
away
win
with
it
it.
all. Oh boy.
Chelsea, Everton on Sunday. Should be a good one.
Will be good.
Everton are so bad.
They have their moments.
Everton they just can't defend
So-
set pieces. Jesus. They concede like all their goals to set pieces. Liverpool's got an easy match against Fulham.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
Should
Be a
be
demolition.
an easy dub.
Van Dijk hat-trick inbound. It's gonna stomp the boys, you know?
Van Dijk's gonna get 6 goals. Double hat trick.
Salah's
play him
bound
up
to
front.
score.
Just play Van
That was
Dijk up
dumb.
front for the Fulham
Honestly,
game.
if we had more stable defenders at the back, I'd Van Dijk at the front. I'm not lying.
Why not?
He would be a ridiculous target man.
He'd
And
be
he's
like
fast.
he'd be like
He kept
Andy
up with
Carroll, but he
Traore.
can actually like control the ball.
Yeah. Like he kept up in his sprint with Traore.
Damn.
All right, let's end this.
Let's end this. Brad's like, all right, I'm done. I have places to be. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll post this. It'll be up on YouTube. Probably later tonight or tomorrow morning maybe. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.
I'll see you guys on Sunday.